been a long time since I've spoken to this camera. At least 1.5 minutes. Hey, it's Damo, and some of you may be thinking, hi, yay for another sexuality related video. So today I just want to talk about labels, and not labels as in like, I bought a label maker and I'm really excited about it. Although, that is something I would get excited about. In fact, when I was a kid, I'm not gonna go on this tangent, but let's just say that I really liked stationery as a kid. Anyway, so yes, we're talking about labels today, sexuality related labels, and this is pretty much my opinion on them. This isn't me trying to represent it as fact, and I don't think anyone else's opinion is invalid because of the way that I feel. So please don't take any offense to this, and it might be very easy to take offense to this because this is the internet. But I'm neutral to labels, actually. I'm sorry, I really hope I didn't offend you. On one hand, I see exactly why our society would need labels, and on the other hand, I just don't care at all about them. I think that labels help, but they don't help the person who is labeled. They help everyone else. A label puts you into a box, which can be fantastic for someone else trying to understand you as a person and understand your sexuality. So if I say, I'm asexual, and someone Googles asexual, they then understand me. But the problem is, the person who is labeling themselves, for example, if I'm labia. For example, if I'm labeling myself asexual and someone Googles asexual and I don't 100% fit that description, they're gonna get confused or they're gonna make assumptions that aren't true, and then the label becomes less useful. And beyond that, the person who is labeling themselves also feels this pressure to find a label that describes them perfectly. And there are so many labels and so many different descriptions that picking the right one can be really fucking hard, especially if you're having trouble understanding how you feel anyway. So labels are good, but also not good. Cool. Basically, I believe that if you find a label for yourself that does describe you, that's fantastic. If you're comfortable with labeling yourself as something, even though it's not 100%, and then maybe you'll have a few disclaimers when you explain it to people, that's also fantastic. As long as you're happy, I'm happy for you. Wow. But at the same time, I just want to say to anyone that is having trouble figuring out their sexuality, figuring out who they are, figuring out what label they should give themselves, don't fucking worry about it, hey. I label myself as asexual so other people can understand, but it is more complicated than that. It's always more complicated than that. I label myself as asexual purely because it's easier to explain than giving them a 25-page essay about how I feel about sex. Because it's just, most of the time they don't need to know that much. If they ask, I say asexual, they say what's that? I'm like, not really into sex, it's done. If I'm interested in the person and they ask, I will give them the details, whether they want them or not. But I'm not normally interested in people, because people smell weird. So what I'm trying to say is, if you found a label, congratulations, I'm absolutely stoked for you, that's gonna make your life so easy. But if you haven't found a label and you're stressing about it, fuck labels. Don't worry about it. Maybe you'll find one down the track, maybe you'll never find one ever, and it's just fine. I've had a lot of people message me and they're going, I think I'm asexual, but I don't really know, and like, but I feel like this, but it's normally defined as this. Don't worry. Just don't. If you want to say you're asexual because that's the closest label you can find, and then, you know, have a few disclaimers, that's absolutely fine. If anyone judges you for that, they're just an asshole, so don't worry about it. Oh, that's not asexual, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Oh, you're probably more like Demi Grey Pan. People's business is their own, and you're the one who decides whether you want to share it and how you want to share it. Don't stress about it. Do whatever makes you most comfortable. If stressing about it makes you comfortable, stress about it. But probably don't. You either fit into a label and you accept that, or you don't and you accept that. The problem is that everyone else will have a hard time accepting it. People are scared of what they don't understand, and labels are designed to help people understand. So that's pretty much the only use for them. Labeled or not, you're a human being, unless, of course, you're a mushroom, in which case, you're a beautiful mushroom and you don't need to fit yourself into a box. You do what makes you happy, you live your life, and fuck everyone else. Which is pretty much the main message behind every single one of my videos. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say on the matter. Let me know what your opinions are in the comments below. Maybe we can have a discussion about it. I hit my knee on the desk again. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video, but until then, fuck off!